the beautiful Rio Grande. And this is the only road leading to the lower reaches of the river. My name is Chantel Halverson, and I am doing a research project at the Toledo Institute for Development and Environment, aka TIDE, to find out if this dump site behind me is impacting the river. So to do that, I'm testing species within the river for contaminants expected to be at this dump site. So I'm doing macroinvertebrate community surveying, water quality testing, and stable isotope and contaminant analysis. In other words, this is what I've been doing. Milligrams per liter, 45% DO. Middle of the jungle, there's a ton of mosquitoes as usual. All part of the job. Yes! Another bivalve!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 300 of species though.
So why am I doing this, you ask? The vast majority of species on Earth are invertebrates. They range from insects, crustaceans, crabs, worms. Literally hundreds of these species can be found in any environment. So I am collecting these at 2 sites. This is my uncontaminated Site 1. It is 20 kilometers upriver from the dump site. And this is my Site 2. This is where the main waterway leading from the dump site meets the Rio Grande River. And so this is the area that I expect will be most impacted by the dump site. And the point is to collect species at these 2 sites and look for differences in the community structure and biodiversity. And if there are species missing after point of impact, that could be a result of the dump site. These are the contaminants that I'm testing for, both in the water and in the species tissues. But even if I find large quantities of them, they could be from any number of sources upriver. I still can't prove that they came from the dump site. And that's where stable isotope analysis comes in, which is a technique that has been used in thousands of studies all over the world to test for human impact on ecosystems and species. Basically, it is testing carbon and nitrogen signatures in species tissues and looking for changes in those signatures caused by a human influence. And these changes occur from eating food sources affected by the dump site or by uptaking nutrients from their water around them through their gills or their skin. And this is known as bioaccumulation. So to explain that in simple terms, everything on Earth is made of carbon and nitrogen. Nothing on Earth could exist without these elements. What food source a species eats and what trophic level it occupies determines the carbon and nitrogen signatures in all species. Now, all of these yellow gummy mice have similar signatures. The orange gummies that eat the yellow gummies will have unique signatures to the trophic level below them, but as a group, they all have similar signatures. All the red gummies at the top of the food chain here will also have similar signatures to each other. This is because all the gummies in each of the trophic levels live in similar environments and eat approximately the same thing, causing their carbon and nitrogen signatures to be similar as well. But look at these gummy mice. They are different. Each species has a different signature than all the other gummies of the same species and trophic level. This is from living in an area impacted by the dump site. Their carbon and nitrogen signatures may even demonstrate similarities to leachate signatures at the dump site. So, if a species found in areas impacted by the dump site are found to have very different signatures to the same species found in areas unimpacted by the dump site, this will prove that the dump site is impacting the river. Together, all of this testing will determine if contaminants from the dump site are reaching the Rio Grande River, how far they are able to travel, and if they are bioaccumulating in species. So that is my project in a nutshell. The Rio Grande is one of the largest river systems in the country. It drains into the coral reefs that are important to tourism, and many people depend on the river and the resources within. Results from this project are important to find out if this waste site is a threat to the Rio Grande ecosystem, the species that live there, and the people consuming those species. This research is being used to inform plans already in motion to relocate this dump site to a more suitable location. It is also being used to push for the creation of a composting system for southern Belize, which on its own holds potential to reduce waste by 60%. This project has a lot of potential to improve solid waste management in Belize, and if you think so too, I am here asking for your help. This project is almost fully funded by an existing grant, but additional money is needed for lab analysis if my sample size is going to be big enough for the conclusions drawn from my data to be really supported. So please help me do this research and make a difference in beautiful Belize by clicking on the link below and donating to my project.